This is lesson 43. We are talking about surface area today. And your objective is to find the surface area of a solid. Make sure you get it written down. Okay? When we say a solid, we're just talking about any three-dimensional shape. So for example, this right here is a rectangular prism. This is a type of solid. Okay, a cube would be another type of solid. And like a pyramid would be a solid. So we're talking about three-dimensional shapes. Surface area is the combined area of all the surfaces of a solid. Okay, so when I talk about surface area, I'm talking about the area of this surface, and this surface, and this surface, and the ones you can't see. Okay, so across from this surface, there's a backside over here that should be the same size as this one. And on the left, there should be a surface that's the same size as this right one. And on the bottom, there should be a surface that's the same size as the top one. Okay, so we have to take into account all the surfaces when we talk about the surface area. Okay, so this rectangular prism has 1, 2, 3 surfaces you can see, and there's a surface back here, so that's 4. The surface on the left is 5, and the surface on the bottom, so that's 6 surfaces that this has. And the surface area would be the combined area of all of those. Lateral surface area is the combined area of the sides, so not including the bases, which are the top and the bottom. Okay, so I would just want to know the sides, so it would be like the walls, okay, of a house, or the sides of your house, not the roof, not the basement, okay, so we're talking about just the sides. That would be like lateral surface area, so the walls in a room, not the ceiling, not the floor. Okay, well, let's go on and do a few examples with these. Okay, here's example 1. Example 1 says the figure represents a cube with edges 10 centimeters long. And we want to find the total surface area of the cube and the lateral surface area of the cube. Okay, and we've got our steps right over here. Our first step is to find the area of each face. Okay, a face is each side of the cube. And then step 2 says if we are doing the surface area, then we need to add the area of all the faces together. Okay, and step 3 says if we are doing lateral surface area, then we add all the faces, the area of all the faces, except for the top and the bottom. Okay, so let's do number 1 here. Whoops, don't like that pen. Let's get a thicker one. Okay, part A says find the total surface area. Okay, so the total surface area is the area of all the faces. Okay? So we need to find the area of each one of the faces here. Well, a cube, okay, has 6 faces. It's got a front and a back here that you can't see. It's got a top and a bottom, and it's got a left and a right. So we need to find the area of the front and add that to the area of the back and add that to the area of the top. Oops. Plus the area of the bottom plus the area of the left plus the area of the right. Okay, because it's got 6 faces. Well, the thing about a cube is all the edges, all these little lines are the same. Okay, so we know that this is a 10 by 10, and this side is 10, and this side is 10, and this side is 10, and every single side of my cube is 10. Okay, so to find the area of each side, we just have to take 10 times 10. So the area of the front is 100, plus the area of the back is 100, plus the area of the top is 100, plus the area of the bottom is 100, plus the area of the left is 100, and plus the area of the right is 100. Okay, so this is for the total surface area. We're just going to add all those together. Okay, and that's 100 plus each other 6 times, or 100 times 6, which is 600. and we put centimeters squared because it's surface area. Okay? Well, for B, for the lateral surface area, that's the area of the sides. Okay? And we'll actually say it's the area of just the sides. Okay, so the area of the sides. So not the top or the bottom. So we want the area of the front, again, plus the area of the back, plus the area of the left, plus the area of the right. Okay, so it's like we just want to know what the area of the walls are, not the floor or the ceiling, for lateral surface area. Okay, well, the area of all those stays the same. It's 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100, which is 400 centimeters squared for the lateral surface area. Okay, so again, total surface area, area of all the faces, including the top and bottom. Lateral surface area, just the area of the sides. Okay, let's go on to another example. Alright, let's look at example 2. Example 2 says, before buying paint for the sides of this building, Malia calculated the lateral surface area. It says, find the lateral surface area. So, another way to find lateral surface area, okay, besides adding up just the sides, okay, the lateral surface area can also be equal to the perimeter of the base, and take that times the height of your object. Okay, and sometimes this is better than adding up all the faces. Okay, so it can be the perimeter of the base times the height as well. Well, the base of this object is the top or the bottom. Okay, the height is pretty easy to see. The height is 10. Okay, so my height here is 10 feet. Okay, but I need to figure out the perimeter of the base. I need to add up all the sides of this base. Well, sometimes it's going to help us to draw what's called a net. Okay, and a net is just a flat picture of what the base would look like. So if I was going to draw a net of the base, it would kind of look like this. Okay, so this is kind of what the top of this building looks like. Okay, then we can label the dimensions. Well, this front part right here has to be 12 because it's got to be the same as this one. So this little bottom is 12. Okay, and this little part has to be the same as this one right here because that forms a square shape. So that's also got to be 12. This part's got to be the same as this one, so that's got to be 15. And this part has to be the same as this one, so it's got to be 20. Okay? Well, now we have to figure out this part and the back part. Well, the back part has to be equal to this much plus this much here. Well, we know this much is 12 and this much is 15, so the total has to be 27 for that. Okay? Then this side has to be this much here plus this little bit here, which is 12, because it's got to be the same as this. So 20 plus 12 more gives me this side of 32. So the perimeter of the base is all these numbers added up. Okay, so we need to take, for the perimeter of the base, 12 plus 12 plus 15 plus 20 plus 27 plus 32. Okay, and we want to make sure we got all the sides, or all the sides. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers I'm adding together. Okay, well, 12 plus 12 is 24. Oops, sorry. Let's erase that. Okay? So 12 plus 12 is 24. Plus 15 is 39. Plus 20 is 59. And 59 plus 27 is 86. And 86 plus 32 is 118 feet. So the perimeter of the base is 118 feet. And we're going to multiply that by our height of 10 feet, which is 1,180 feet squared. Okay, for the lateral surface area of that. Again, another way to find lateral surface area is take the perimeter of the base, all these sides added up, and multiply it by the height. And let's do one last example. Alright, it says the figure shows the dimensions of a cereal box. Estimate the area, or the surface area of the box. So again, we want the total surface area here. Okay, if they don't say total surface area, and they don't say lateral surface area, if it just says surface area, then that means the total surface area. Okay, so for the total surface area, we're going to have to find the area of all the faces and add them up. So we're going to have to find the area of the front, and we're going to have to find the area of the back, and the area of the top, and the area of the bottom, and the area of the left, and the area of the right. And we're going to have to add all those together. Okay? Well, it says we are estimating. Okay, we got to estimate. So we don't need to use these fractions. We have to estimate these. So I'm going to replace these with estimations. Well, 7 3/4 rounds to 8. 12 1/4 rounds to 12. And 2 3/4 rounds to 3. Okay, because we're estimating. So the area of the front, this part right here, is this long side, which is 12 which we are rounding to 12, okay, times this side right here, which is rounded to 8. So the area of the front is going to be 12 times 8. The area of the back is going to be the same because the back and the front should look the exact same. So we're going to take 12 times 8 for that one too. Alright, and again, it would probably help if we label all our dimensions. This one has to be 8, this one has to be 12, and 12, and 8, and then this has to be 3, and 3, okay, with our estimations. So now the area of the top is going to be 8 times 3, and the area of the bottom has to be the same as the top, 8 times 3. The area of the left side, okay, is going to be the same as the area of the right side. We can actually see the right side and tell that the right side is going to be 12 times 3. So the left side has to be the same, 12 times 3. Now we need to multiply all these, okay? 12 times 8 is 96. 8 times 3 is 24. 12 times 3 is 36. And we need to take all those and add those all together. Okay? And when I add all those numbers up, okay, 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 plus 6 is 26. And 26 plus 6 is 32. And I carry my 3. 3 plus 9 is 12. Plus 9 is 21. Plus 2 is 23, plus 2 is 25, plus 3 is 28, plus 3 is 31. So it's 312 inches squared. Okay? And we should write the word about, actually. Okay, because we estimate. So it's about 312 inches squared. If you have any questions, ask. Otherwise, good luck on your homework.